Warning, this is your last chance. The homes I'm about to show you are some of the last new homes for sale in these communities. And one of them is so rare that it is the only one of its kind in this popular Columbus, Ohio suburb. So if you're interested, you've got to contact me quick before these beautiful new construction homes are sold. Here is the model home we're gonna look at first. So absolutely beautiful 3-car garage and a huge front porch. So I will say something a little funny. I often mention about, it's best to contact me because you never know when a model home's not going to be open if you're just trying to go on your own. Well, today the model home I was trying to go see wasn't open. They were supposed to be open, but the sales rep wasn't there, so it was locked up. So I had to wait over 4 hours just to get in, just to find out that it wasn't even furnished. Anyway, we were able to make something happen. Obviously this one is furnished. This is the exact same floor plan as the other one that I was gonna show you, just in a different community. So you'll hear me reference later on certain things. So I will be referring to another community because in this community right now, they're waiting for a new phase to open. So there are not currently opportunities to buy in this exact location where I am at. So powder room right by the front door. I love how they did the barn doors for the office. That is really cool. To have some privacy. So here is your family entry, your drop zone, and of course your 3-car garage. Pretty standard. Obviously they are using it for storage. So we'll go ahead and get that closed up. So here is your coat closet. Well, that door is not wanting to open, but you get the idea. So I know it's not too common to see the powder room all the way at the front of the home, but in some regards kind of nice so that you're not having it be, like right where everyone is hanging out. Which, speaking of where everyone is hanging out, check this out. Love it. This is so nice. So I'm gonna talk to you about, I'm gonna mention to you a little bit later in this video of this home about how there is a move-in ready version of this exact floor plan. So if you like this floor plan and you're watching this video, you might want to contact me because it's an incredible location. It's in the same highly rated school district. It's in one of the most popular suburbs, all that stuff. Such a convenient location. I don't know if I mentioned that already. It's a really, really, really convenient location. And anyway, it's move-in ready. It's gorgeous. I was actually just at it a few days ago. Just realized I didn't. There we go. Missed one of the lights. So much light in here. I love it. Really nice. I love the fact that it did the taller windows here, the windows above the sliding door. Let's go ahead and show you what they got out here for the patio too. And I'm not 100% sure if this is something that's going to get developed back there behind you, but kind of nice right now to just have it be a wooded backyard. That is really cool. This is such a cool floor plan. Again, I mentioned I was in the same floor plan just a few days ago, filming it for a client, but so I know what this floor plan has to offer. It's a really cool floor plan. I like it a lot. The one thing that for me, I would just need would be, I really need another bedroom, but it's an awesome floor plan. The layout is just super cool. Nice big kitchen, lots of counter space, huge island. Maybe I'd probably like the living room a little bit bigger, but seeing it staged, helps you realize like, oh, this is actually a pretty good size. You know, like it's not just from where this wall is over, it's this whole area. So really cool. And I gotta show you this over here. You don't always see the chef's pantry or the butler's pantry, the prep space, which is so nice to have. And I'm so glad they have a window in here as well to let some natural light in, because, well, one, their light that they are using is not very bright. So that's part of the reason why I'm glad. But it just makes it so much nicer having the natural light coming in. Really is great. All right, so next we gotta go downstairs, which, by the way, this is a 5-level split, so this isn't even the unfinished basement yet. So really cool. Again, one of the reasons why I love this floor plan is this room. Check it out. I mean, this is incredible. So these are really high ceilings. You got 9-foot ceilings in here. And it's amazing. Like, this is so nice down here. It doesn't feel like you're in a basement, other than the fact that obviously you can tell that you're somewhat below the ground. Like, you can see out and see your yard. I just mean the idea of like, my feet are below the ground right now. My knees are below the ground. But this is so nice. And again, really cool to see it staged rather than being just an empty room, so you can get a feel for, you know, what would you actually do in here? Well, they have it set up with like desk space, assuming that's what you would call this. It's like half bookshelf, half desk, maybe games. It's maybe not for like doing your schoolwork or, you know, work, but this would be great for games. There we go. They got like a fake Jenga game over there. But I love having the natural light, because these are big windows coming in. This is a gorgeous home. And over here we have an incredible wet bar area. I mean, this is really nice. So much space down here. You could keep lots of snacks so that they are ready for you. Got a fridge down here as well. I mean, this is just really, really nice. As we head down to the basement, I just wanted to say welcome and thank you so much for watching. My name is David DeLuey with Red One Realty, your Columbus, Ohio real estate agent. If you want to know everything about living in Columbus, Ohio, or moving to Columbus, Ohio, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. That way you don't miss my new show every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I take you all over the Columbus, Ohio area, showing you model homes and new construction homes for sale. That way you get a great idea what the Columbus, Ohio real estate market is like without ever leaving the comfort of your home. If you're even thinking about buying or building a new construction home at any point, which you probably are since you're watching this video, make sure to reach out to me before you talk to the builder or go tour their homes. So every builder has different rules, but with some builders, if you show up without me the first time you go to a model home, or even chat with them online, by phone, or by email, they won't allow me to help you throughout the process of buying a home. So if you want to make sure that you have representation from someone that has your best interest in mind and has in-depth knowledge of multiple builders and their options, the safest thing to do is to contact me first before you go to any model homes or talk with any builders. And the great thing is the builders actually pay my fee, so you don't pay me a dime. There's so much that I can do for you to help make buying or building a new home easier. So I don't want you to miss out because you happen to contact the builder first before you talk to me. So you can give me a text, you can give me a call, you can send me an email, or you can schedule a time for a video call by scanning the QR code on the screen with your smartphone camera, or there's also a link for it in the description. I have people just like you reach out to me all the time to help them with their move to Columbus, Ohio, and I absolutely love it. So I look forward to hearing from you soon as well. Let's get back to the tour. All right, so here we are upstairs, and I absolutely love this loft. Great space. Just, you know, the little extra upstairs living area. It's not huge, but hey, if you have a couple kids, gives them a place to go lounge or hang out with their friends, or they don't have to be in their room, and they don't have to be in the living room either. So here's our first bedroom, and it's a good sized room. Cool light fixture here though. And next to us over here is our hall bathroom. So I was alluding to earlier, there is a quick move-in home. So a home that is ready now, like you could get it in contract and move in a month kind of a thing, that is in an undisclosed location that's extremely convenient in a top rated school district. All the stuff, it checks all the boxes as far as where you might want to be for location. If you're wanting top rated schools, if you want it to be, you know, closer to Columbus so that you can get to Ohio State or just downtown Columbus, anywhere in Columbus. If you want to be near it all, this location is off the charts for it. And so they have this quick move-in home. Now, I will say it is on a little bit of a smaller lot, so all the homes in that particular community are on smaller lots. But so they, there's something about that home that's just incredible. So I'm gonna let you know about that in just a couple minutes here. But I can get this light on. There we go. Well, now it's so much brighter in here. So we've seen 2 bedrooms and a bathroom so far upstairs. Here we have a linen closet, which is very convenient because we are right next to the laundry room, which this laundry room is awesome. So check out, I think this, okay, yeah, it's just a light switch for the attic there. But so you have all this space and then, but wait, there's more, because there's more space over here. This is so awesome to have the extra space, extra countertop, have a sink, cabinet space, really cool. But so anyway, what I was saying was that particular home that's for sale has literally, it is the only one of its kind, which is nuts to think of, right? How is this, and I don't mean because it's like the only home that's that model that has those exact design picks with it. Like, I don't mean that. I mean a pretty major thing, a major spec on the home. It is literally the only one. So I'll share that with you in just a minute. But so this home is currently priced, the home that's for sale, priced at $784,000, not $784. That would be a steal. I would have already bought it. So I've already seen it in person and it's great. So I would have paid cash for that home, no doubt, hands down. And then I'd be reselling it to you guys right now. Anyway, so it's a great home. So that's actually $45,000 less than their original purchase price. Sorry, than their original list price. And obviously you can see me there in the mirror. This is actually me doing these tours and talking to you, not as you're watching it live, but I am recording the audio live as I'm filming the home. I really like this bathroom. This shower is really cool. So this is an ensuite bathroom, if you didn't catch this already. A pretty decent sized vanity. Like this, sometimes you see the vanities and they like cut them off like right next to the sink. So this is not the master bedroom, not the primary bedroom. This is a secondary bedroom, but it's huge. I mean, that's a queen size bed. And as you can tell, like there's still plenty of room on either side of it. This secondary bedroom is massive. You got a walk-in closet where it has the window in there. It's just really, really nice. So, yeah, so their current list price is 45 grand less than their original list price on it. So the thing that's so cool about it, well, actually, let me tell you the specs first. So these are 4-bedroom homes. So now we're going into the primary. And check this out. The spec home doesn't have the beams, I don't think. So it does have the tray ceiling, if I remember correctly. But so it's a 4-bedroom home, 3.5 bathrooms. It's great to have the extra half bathroom because sometimes you'll see homes where it's like 4 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms, 5 bedrooms, 3 bathrooms. So I always like having that extra powder room. It's handy. I know a lot of you guys like that as well. 3,219 square feet. That is a big home. That lower level rec room is just amazing, right? I love it. I love having too, it's really nice having the extra windows over here. I know you might be thinking, nah, I don't know if I want that. I'm like, but it's nice that way you can open it up to get the extra light. You know, they only have, I don't know what that one smaller window is there, and then the transom window there that is probably 6 feet up in a bathroom. So anyway, but you can always close it. That's why you got curtains, right? Curtains for everybody. There we go. But so that home, check this out. It is the only home in this suburb that's for sale. The only new home. The only new home for sale in this suburb that has a 3-car garage. Doesn't matter what price. The only one. I mean, that's crazy to me that, because how I first found out about it was one of the builder reps was telling me it's the only one that's under $1 million. I'm like, wow, that's impressive. Only new home under $1 million in this suburb with a 3-car garage. How about that? And I'm like, let me just verify that just to make sure that I'm not taking someone's word for it and then giving wrong information. Because I want to make sure I give the correct information to all of you and also to my client who I was showing the home to. And so I looked it up, and no, it wasn't the only home under $1 million. It was the only home, only new home in this suburb at all, any price point, doesn't matter the price, with a 3-car garage. Couldn't believe it. So that's amazing. The fact that you could get the only new home with a 3-car garage in this extremely popular suburb. Like, out of all the suburbs that people contact me about, this is the top one that people ask me about. And the price on the home is $784. Like that almost seems like too good to be true. Because there are homes in this suburb that are $1.5 million. I've shown them to you. Some of the recent homes I've shown you have been 1.2, 1.4. In a little bit, technically it's not in the suburb. I think the address will be different, but there'll be one that'll be about 2 million. And so the fact that the only one, because yeah, it wouldn't be that one, because otherwise that would break the rule and it wouldn't be the only one. So that one's in a different suburb technically, same school district though. Hint, hint, wink, wink. Anyway, super cool bathroom. And if you're interested, again, in this home, I gotta show you, let me walk out so you can see what it looks like walking down to the main level. There is that quick move-in, so let me know as soon as you can, and I'll get you the video of that home. I didn't put it on here just because I'd rather show you the furnished model than the unfurnished home, but I do have a video of that I can send to you. So you can text or email me. That's probably the best way to get it quickly, and just tell me you want the quick move-in one of this 5-level split. So here we have our second home. You are on the inside part of a curve, so you are wider at the front than you'll be for your yard in the back. You do have a 3-car garage with the 2-car being a side load. Really beautiful neighborhood here, and you do have a front porch. Very nice. So definitely having a separated entryway here. You know, you have that right at the front, and then you do have an office over here to the side with the double door entry. This is a really big office. Definitely one of the bigger offices I've seen outside of the, you know, here's a 1.3 million, 1.5, $2 million home. For being a home at this price, which I will reveal at the end of this home tour, or before the end of it, this is a huge office. And I love too having it be right out onto the front porch there as well. Unique having the stairs, you know, kind of angled off to the side here, and then we just kind of fan open here to get into your living room. Check this out. So whenever I have a home like this, where it's not the model home and the lights are off when I come in, I obviously have to go turn the lights on, but I always try to look at the floor so I don't really get to see everything, which I love how they did this fireplace, how it actually stands out. That's just really cool looking. But anyway, so I wasn't seeing all these details in the home. You're probably thinking, David, why are you reacting the way you are? Well, it's because I was looking at the ground just trying to find light switches. So I didn't see everything and take in, you know, the size and scope of the home, which this dining room area is massive. You could fit a huge table here. I love that. I've got a big family. I've got 5 kids, and our dining space is too small. So I need a big space like this. This is awesome. You know, obviously right now they don't have any kind of back patio area because they'd be wanting you to be able to put in what you like, but you know, give you an idea of what some neighbors have back there. It looks like they're in the process of building one right next door now, but very nice. I gotta show you the kitchen too, huh? So you'll notice this a little bit throughout the home because I noticed it in the bedrooms when I went to turn on the lights. But so they have it ready for you to choose your light fixture in some of these spaces. So it's already wired for it, but so that's why it's not as bright in here right now, is because 3 lights aren't there. But you do have a really big island with your sink on the island and the dishwasher on the island. Let me see if I can get a light on here. There we go. So you can see the backsplash a little bit better. A nice 5-burner gas range with your oven and your microwave over there. You know what's funny is I never really paid attention to this fact. Obviously you might have a wider range than what the oven would be potentially, but the fact that it's just nicer to have the oven not as low to the ground. You know, if it's an oven range combo where the oven is closer to the ground, you just have to bend over further, but it's nice having it up a little bit higher so you're not bending over to get things out of it. I know one time I was joking about having snacks in the pantry. Those are not snacks, obviously, so no snacks in this pantry, but if you buy this home, I will buy snacks for you to put in this pantry. You will get snacks, do not worry. Very nice kitchen area. I love just how it flows out. I gotta show the angle. So, you know, imagine being in here, whether it's just your family or you have extended family, friends, you know, together for the holidays or to watch a game or whatever it might be. This is just such a great space. You could have a big table over here. You could have a huge sectional or chairs, whatever you want in the living room, and everyone just gets to be here together in this space. So right over this way is your mudroom. So a great spot to be able to take your shoes off and keep the rest of the house clean. So you have a couple steps down into the garage. As you can notice, we are higher up than what the garage door would be right now. And if you want to get into the other side of the garage, you need to be able to walk through walls. Just kidding. No, so you just got to be able to access it from the outside, because I believe we would just be on the other side of the kitchen or pantry here. Yeah, there you go. So there's an exterior entrance right there to it, or obviously using the garage door itself. You could do that too. So over this way, so these are some nice big homes in today's video. Here's your coat closet. And here is your main level bedroom. So nice guest room. Again, so I didn't mention it when I was showing it, but there would be your wiring for your light fixture, but I don't actually have it installed in the secondary bedrooms in this home. That way you can choose if you wanted to have a fan. If you didn't want a fan, you just wanted a regular light fixture, you can kind of do whatever it is you're wanting to do and personalize it. And then here is your guest bathroom. So obviously kind of just like a standard vanity here, but I like the fact that they have tile in the shower. It's not just, you know, like kind of the plastic, you know, not necessarily one piece, but you know, where it's just plastic insert. And I love too that they have the transom window in here. That is really, really nice. So that is cool. We're gonna go down to the basement now. Make sure to stick around. The next home we are gonna go see after this one has an incredible feature that's actually incredibly rare. So you're not gonna wanna miss that. And obviously too, you know, you're watching new construction videos here. I'm going to assume that you've heard that builders offer financing incentives. So if you're paying cash, you might not be in luck. Some builders will have things where they will allow you to get some incentives to help even if you're paying cash, but others will only have it if you're getting financing. So make sure to reach out to me to get the latest on the financing incentives, because they change so often, even more frequently than the list price on homes. They will change their financing incentives. So make sure to reach out to me. I will say, with this particular builder, they've got some rates that they advertise for conventional loans, but then they have even better rates that are not advertised for FHA loans and VA loans. And now I know that for FHA loans, for example, if you were trying to do the minimum down payment on this home, it would be above the loan limit. But if you had a little bit more of a down payment because maybe you're selling another home and you were trying to get that low FHA rate, you know, you could do that. So anyway, make sure to reach out to me. And again, whether it's because you're interested in this particular home or any of the homes in this video, or just in general, because they have other neighborhoods in other areas around Columbus that could also be a good fit for you too. So maybe you like the style this builder is doing, just maybe this is a little bit above your budget. Make sure to reach out to me. That way I can let you know what their incentives are for both the FHA and the VA, because they do not advertise those right now, at least online. So I do know what they are. They might change, you know, next week or tomorrow or something. So it would be irrelevant for me to include it in here. So upstairs now, really cool view of the living room area, and of course that beautiful fireplace. That is not digitally added. That is actually a real live working fireplace right now. Love it. And it's nice too. I mean, I'm not gonna lean over too much, but you get the idea. You can even see someone who's in the kitchen, you can see the entire dining area. Really cool that you can communicate. And you know, if you have kids that are up here and they're like, Mom, Dad, you can totally hear them. It's awesome. All right, so let's go check out these bedrooms. So here's our first upstairs bedroom. Pretty similar to the one that was downstairs, from what I can tell. But you do have a walk-in closet with this bedroom, which that's really cool. And it's a pretty good sized walk-in closet too. Very nice. So again, pick your own light fixture, whether you want a fan or something else. So now you have a hall bathroom. And you do have a tub in this one, but similar tile, and also you got the window as well. So that's really nice. Getting that natural light, to me, is so clutch. And then bedroom number 2 upstairs. Same rodeo, pick your own light fixture. This is a nice size room. This is a really big room. You could fit a king size bed in here, no problem, if you wanted to. Or you could put 2 queen size beds in here. I mean, it's a big room. And so this is now looking out the front of the home. Really nice. So this one also has a walk-in closet. I feel like they could have added more shelving over here so you have more space to hang your clothes, but they didn't. But you could always add that later on if you need to. And I guess technically they could have even added a little bit over here also. But again, that's something that you can add to personalize the home and add more storage later on. So now to bedroom number 3 upstairs. Number 4 total. Again, a really good sized room. You could fit a king size bed in here, still have some space around it, or easily have a queen. Tell you what, it makes a big difference when you have good sized bedrooms, doesn't it? Just makes the home feel a lot more livable than, you know, a really small bedroom where it's like, well, I guess we can make that work. Put the twin bed in there and that's it. So it's really windy today. The builder rep who was giving me the code to be able to get in said, don't blow away. And yeah, no kidding. My hair is probably blown away, but thankfully I haven't blown away yet. All right, so here is your upstairs laundry room. And so this is a 5-bedroom home, 3 bathrooms, 3,133 square feet. So that does not count the basement. Since the basement is unfinished, that doesn't get counted in the square footage. It does have that 3-car garage. It's on 0.36 acres, which is huge for, you know, like being in a neighborhood. Now there's some older neighborhoods that I've seen where, yeah, it will have bigger lot sizes. And obviously if you get into really massive homes, they're gonna be on bigger lot sizes because you can't have a 10,000 square foot home on a, I guess you could, on a, you know, a 0.1 acre lot or something like that. Like, you know, if it's a 5-story home, I guess you could do that. So here's your primary walk-in closet, by the way. But anyway, that's a really good size, lot size for new construction homes. Just trust me on that. So that's really cool. And then, so the price on it is $759,733. Oops. Sorry, I just bumped into a door that bumped into a different door. So really great size primary bedroom here. So you have this whole space. Let me turn around so you can see it. You have this whole space kind of from the entry. So that was the closet there coming in, but it's kind of nice because it's like, all right, well, I mean, you could put some kind of furniture over here, put your stuff down, whatever. And then you still have this whole massive area over here with a tray ceiling. But wait, there's more. Because over here, you have this extra area over here. I'm like, I mean, I guess you know, maybe you put a sofa over there, love seat, put a desk. I don't know that you want to have a desk in your bedroom or not, but part of me almost thinks like, man, couldn't they have made the bathroom even bigger? Like you could have made the bathroom huge, but I guess maybe just design-wise, it didn't seem to work as well. Because here's the bathroom. So love the corner tub over there. Normally I don't show you the tub first. What am I thinking? Gotta show you the vanity first, of course. Nice vanity over here. Beautiful tile flooring. You do have a water closet, which is great. It would have been disappointing to not have a water closet in this home if the toilet was just sitting out there in the middle of the bathroom. Here's the linen closet, so that's what I bumped into. So I hit the bathroom door into the linen closet door because I had opened it a little bit more. All right, so here is that corner tub. Super cool. I mean, that's huge. It's super deep. It is like up to my knee. That's how high it is. Really big. And then you have your shower with some really cool tile. That's really nice. And of course you have the bench over there as well. What a beautiful home. I know a lot of times people are saying, hey, I want the bathtub. You got a bathtub. You got a top-rated school district, gorgeous neighborhood, in a gorgeous home. So here is our final home for today. And this home has some really rare features. Again, I had to just go through to turn the lights on really quick. And it's so different than the last home. I couldn't believe it. So again, you got a nice big front porch. But man, it is so different. And again, it has a feature that is so rare to see at this price of a home. Yeah, if you get into homes that are multiple millions of dollars, you can get homes with this feature, but it's just so rare to find it. So make sure to stick around so you don't miss it, and just to see the really unique features that this home has, in addition to the fact that it has stuff that literally is so hard to find. So, all right, so right over here, you have a main level bedroom. Obviously, if you don't need the guest suite, could you turn this into an office? Absolutely, you could. This would be an incredible office. It's not quite as big as the office in the last home, but this would still be a great size office. And you have a closet for some storage, and you even have an ensuite bathroom. Hello there. So that way, if you don't want to be bothered by the distraction of going out into the rest of the home to use the bathroom, you have the bathroom right here. Or maybe you have people that come and meet you at your home office. They can use it, whatever the case might be. But this is really great to be able to have this room here in this home. So obviously, you know, intended probably to be a guest bedroom. Just kind of has a standard closet. But I like the fact too that it has its own little entryway there. That way it's a little bit more private rather than just having a door right there, you know, where you automatically see in everything just because you're near it. So over this way now, you have coat closet and a powder room. So that's something that the last home did not have. It didn't have a powder room. It was just 3 full bathrooms. So the main level bathroom wasn't an ensuite. It was just next to the main level bedroom. So this one has a true ensuite bathroom, and it has a powder room as well. And so check out this great room. Oh my goodness. I know it has more windows than the last home, and this is also facing in a different direction. So it's on the opposite side of the same street. So same street, same neighborhood, just opposite side of the street. And what a difference it makes for the amount of natural light coming in to this living room. I mean, the other one wasn't bad, but this is just so much natural light. I mean, who needs the lights in this home? And kind of a cool feature that they have here, they have it ready for you to be able to put a TV over here if you want, or just put artwork there. And you could also have it ready to have a TV over here if you want. So really cool that they gave you that option. I mean, this home is just so different. I was talking about the upstairs kind of loft area, looking out down to the living room and whatnot in the last home. You got to stick around so you can see it. So here is kind of your dining area right here in the middle. Again, a huge space. You could put a massive table here. And then they also have a sunroom back here. That way you can maybe a little bit more cozy, love seat or a couple chairs, sit down, read, whatever it is that you're wanting to do with it. Really cool. Your neighbors have what looks like it's a nice outdoor fireplace over there. But again, you get a lot of natural light coming in here, again, because you have effectively windows on 3 sides of this one room, letting it into this space over here. And so then now, here is your kitchen. I should have showed you the other parts first before the kitchen. Oh well, sorry. I'm rewarding you for being in this video so far already. You've made it this far into the 3rd home. You're not even gonna have to wait for the kitchen. Cool, looks like you even have some USB plugs. I don't think I've seen that. That's cool that they have that. I didn't notice it in the last home. So, unique tile backsplash here. Okay, well there's a little bit of, you know, it's not completely flat, but it's not like each one of those lines is its own thing that you can feel. But kind of unique as far as the layout is concerned. Much different because, you know, the kitchen is kind of all enclosed. Whereas before, it was almost like the island was facing this way with the bar seats on this side, which back up to the living room. Whereas in this case, not only is the sink not on the island, but just if you're at the island, you're in the kitchen. That's where you're at. Very unique. All right, so here is your pantry. I love the fact that you have a window in the pantry. That's one of my pet peeves, is closets that are too dark, and pantries are included in that. It's just so hard to see. And you gotta like pull out a flashlight to see what's in the pantry. Like, come on, I don't wanna do that. All right, so we gotta go over here now. So one, this is cool. And this wasn't even the feature that I was trying to tell you about that, you know, this home has. Even though this is super nice looking on its own, I love this, that rather than having, you know, if this was just closed off with drywall and then a door, it would just kind of look bland and basic. But instead it looks really beautiful. And that means also, because it being open, the stairs are carpeted, which we're gonna get to in just a second, don't worry. A little bit of foreshadowing here. So drop zone, space for 4, very nice. Family coat closet, I love it when homes have this. So you got your coat closet by the front door, but then you got your family coat closet by the garage, because we all have too much stuff, right? Maybe not you, You might not have too much stuff. I have too much stuff. And the other people that I know also have too much stuff. Anyway, great garage here. So it's a little bit higher on this side, as you can see, a little bit lower over there, but not by much. That's still really high. So great 3-car garage. Only two, well, I guess 2 steps and then another step to get up. So not quite as far down as the previous home was either. So let's go down to the basement next. So again, I just want to make sure you stick around. We're going to the basement. It's unfinished, but there's stuff you still need to see in this home. And like I said, it's very different than the previous homes. So you're not going to want to miss it. You know, it's a little dark right here. This light bulb kind of messed up and went out. But anyway, here is the basement. Plenty of space down here. You've got 9-foot ceilings except under your bulkheads. So plenty of space to make it look really gorgeous down here if you choose to finish it, which I know a lot of people like to have that extra space, whether it be for kids or a movie room, you know, whatever it might be. Obviously, you could have it as an unfinished area with like an exercise space, or you finish it up and make a finished exercise space. You know, there's so many different things that you can do in a basement that's this size. It's a great size basement. You have rough ends for another bathroom down here. More on that later. Foreshadowing about bathrooms while we're in the basement. Anyway, really cool. But I love the fact that this whole stairway is finished, that it's carpeted. It's not the typical space where it's like, oh, well, it's just painted wood stairs. You know, not finished wood like you would see hardwood, but just like, oh, yep, it's just the random wood stairs. So much nicer how they have it here. I mean, and isn't this floor plan in here so unique? Having the dining area literally right in the middle, having the sunroom over there, and I mean, there's so much. I almost need to put sunglasses on. It is so bright. I'm like squinting. That's not a bad thing. It's actually pretty cloudy, and it was actually raining when I was in the last home a little bit, but it's super windy today. But man, it's cool. All right, we gotta go upstairs. Let's head on up. Tell you what, a week or two ago, I took my kids to a concert. It was their first time going to like a real concert. It's at like the arena on the Ohio State campus. Super cool. One of the things I love about living here in Columbus is the fact that like these big name things, it was like, I don't know if it was officially sold out, but I mean, it might have been 13,000 people there or something like that. But we get these, you know, big name singers or bands coming, and other things. So like Dude Perfect, if you have kids that like Dude Perfect is doing their world tour and they're coming through Columbus again. Or Nate Bargatze, the comedian, he's coming back again. He was here last year also. We got to go see him then, and he's coming back again this summer, and I'm gonna get to see him again. Birthday present. Last year he was actually here on my birthday, but got it for a birthday present again this year because I like him a lot. He's funny to me. So obviously these first 2 bedrooms, just kind of standard size, like in the last home. Pick your own light fixture, but it's pre-wired for it, and they just have the standard type of closet. So here is, I didn't even show you this yet. Again, really nice having this the way they have it rather than just drywalled. Obviously, you'd probably expect it in a home like this, but this is a cool space over here too. You know, if you needed to put a desk or some kind of storage, you know, bookshelf, something, nice little space out of the way a little bit. That way you're not blocking the hallway or anything. It can be out of the way. But so here is the different view, the much different view from this home upstairs than the last one. The last one had a really big area. that was opened up. I think I prefer that one as far as, you know, how it looked and whatnot, rather than just, you know, the small little corner. This feels like I'm in like Romeo and Juliet or something, you know, up on the balcony. But I'm not gonna start quoting Romeo and Juliet by any means. But we're for out our home tour over there. I butchered that too. Oh, nuts. So this is what happens when you just kind of go off cuff and you just start walking around a home and you just start saying whatever comes to your mind when it happens, rather than pre-planning things and having a script. When I first started making videos, I literally had every single word scripted. Not necessarily on home tours, because I don't even think I generally talked in the home tours. Really cool tile flooring, by the way, here in the laundry room. That's neat. And then, so I appreciate, this is just a laminate countertop, but it looks a little bit cooler than the typical laminate countertop. So I like that. Little classier laminate countertop. All right, where was I going? So I already showed you two over there. Okay, I gotta go over here now. Oh wait, no, I gotta go here. Okay, so hall bathroom. So we already had a full bathroom on the main level in that guest room. There was an ensuite, full bathroom. Really nice tile flooring in here also. But then also we had the powder room, right? So we had the powder room, so we already had 1.5, so now this is 2.5 bathrooms. Nice shower with the tile and the transom window. So 2.5 bathrooms so far. Obviously we'll have our primary bathroom. So here is an additional bedroom. Again, just kind of a standard closet. So I'll give a point to the previous home. They had the walk-in closets. They were very nice, other than the main level guest room. But this one, check this out. So now you have, because we haven't seen the primary yet, but we've already had 2 bedrooms with a private ensuite bathroom. That is something unique. Like, I'll see that in the, you know, here's the $1.5 million custom home where each bedroom has a bathroom that's ensuite, you know, where one of them is probably a Jack and Jill bathroom, but the rest of them have a private ensuite bathroom. But those are $1.5 million homes, not homes that you could get for in the mid 7s. So this is really crazy. I mean, it's so rare to find a home with 4 bathrooms, period, let alone 4.5, and especially at this price point. So this home has 5 bedrooms. It has 4.5 bathrooms. Again, that almost doesn't happen, right? It's so rare to find 4.5 bathrooms in a home that's not a 6,000, 5,000 square foot home where they've already finished the basement. They just happen to put in that extra bathroom in the basement already, which you have the rough-ins to add another bathroom if you really needed it in this home. So extremely rare. Obviously you had the 3-car garage. This one is on 0.32 acres. So again, a really good sized lot. Especially at this price point. You know, if you were talking about, well, I'm paying 1.5 million. I mean, you might get a $1.5 million home in this community on a 0.32 acre lot, and you're gonna pay half of that for this home. Let me get out of the way. These tricky mirrors, they're trying to catch me. I'm not really trying to hide. It's just awkward, right? When you're like, here, I'm filming, and oh, by the way, here I am in the mirror. Anyway. But so this home is listed at $759,733. Unless, you know what, that's crazy. I actually wrote down the exact same price for the other home. So I wonder if I accidentally wrote down the same price twice. So I'm gonna double check that, and I'm actually gonna put the price on the screen, and because maybe I did it right for this one and wrong for the other one. I don't know. So I'll have to double check that. That would be really weird if they are exactly the same price. So unique here where they have the door opening, it's at least nice because in the last bathroom, it opened up and then it hit a linen closet, which was not super convenient. Wait a second, I just realized something. That is the only closet for this bedroom. Oh man, that's sad. There was so much I liked about this home. The fact that it had 4.5 bathrooms, but this is the only closet in the primary. I feel like for many of you who have as many clothes as my family does, this might not be a big enough closet for you. Well, if it is, you know who to contact. You can call, text, you can email, or you can schedule a video call. I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions about this home, or if you're interested in it, or any of the homes in this video, if you're even thinking about moving to Columbus, Ohio, like I mentioned earlier, if you're thinking about new construction at all, safest thing to do is just to reach out to me, even if you're thinking years in advance. Like the other week I talked to someone his timeline to buy was like maybe 3-4 years out. Like it doesn't matter. It's totally fine for you to reach out to me. That way we can just get the ball rolling. That way, if you want to go around and look at model homes, you're free to do so because I can go ahead and get you registered with the builder. That way they're not going to say, hey, sorry, you came in here and you talked to us, you registered and you didn't have a realtor with you, so therefore you cannot work with a realtor with us anymore. There'll be some builders that will still let you, but again, there's some that don't. So make sure to contact me if you have any questions at all. But this was such a unique home. Strange that it didn't have a bigger closet in here, but cool tub, cool shower, and so cool that it has 4.5 bathrooms. If you liked this video, make sure to check out this video right here of similar homes, and also watch my video next week because you're gonna love that one too. Or you can see the video that YouTube thinks you'll like right over here. Thank you as always for watching, and I'll see you next week.